Hi! So, time for another brick wall chat. I'm not standing in front of my brick wall, I'm standing in front of one of my paintings, but it'll do. I have just had a couple of calls, virtual coffees with people over the last day, talking, among other things, about lessons learned and how people don't mind documenting. I'm going to say they'll write it down and fill in the reports or fill in the database or whatever. But then getting people to go back and actually reuse them or fill in some of the information that may not be on the form but would be really useful for the next person that comes along that might want to use that lesson learned. And how do we get to people to do that? And one of the things we talked about was storytelling, and sort of instilling curiosity is another thing in people, and trying to get them to be curious and get them to look up things and not just accept that this is the way things go and go along the way that they have always gone. Things are changing quickly, but there's still value in capturing the lessons learned, certainly, and in going back and looking at them and finding out what someone else may have experienced. Maybe it'll save you making the same mistake. Maybe it'll convey some information that you wouldn't have thought to ask about. So maybe it will inspire some additional questions as you come to do it, in a future time after the initial report. But also how to get people to be capturing that information that maybe doesn't go neatly in one of the boxes on the report or in the database. And so we talked about storytelling as a way of knowledge transfer, and certainly that's a very old way of knowledge transfer, very, very old way of knowledge transfer. And some countries and cultures still have a very vibrant storytelling culture, and so we talked about leveraging that and bringing that in, and how to get people to embrace that when it seems almost detrimental, or I suspect maybe people think, oh, I just do that naturally, so it can't be that interesting if I know how to do it. But that's a mistake. I think that we downplay what we're good at or what we have knowledge of, and write it off a lot of times, when in fact it may be new to other people, and maybe it is something special, and that we need to let go of that idea that just because I know it means everybody else does, because there's a very high likelihood that other people don't. And so this is why you need to share it. And so in telling the story, a picture's worth 1,000 words. And so if you remember from when I talked about the painting that I'm standing in front of, I'll move out. I did a post and a video a couple of weeks ago about that, and the video is way longer than I would have ever sat down and typed up. And so, capturing something in video or capturing something in a picture, maybe with a short narrative underneath it, just to provide a bit of details, or a video or audio file, really adds to the comprehensiveness of the information that gets captured and the knowledge that gets captured, the lessons that get learned, and more importantly, transfer to the next person. And that's what we're concerned about, not just capturing the lesson, but transferring that knowledge to the next person, or the next group, the next team, the next project. Anyway, I thought I would share those thoughts. And I think this is Brick Wall Chat this might actually be number 40. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Feel free to click like and share comments in the comments, and subscribe to the channel if you like. I post videos every, I don't know, I'm not going to say every week, but fairly regularly. It's one of my channels of communication and sharing ideas. So get out there and be creative. Bring creativity into your knowledge management activities. Thanks. Bye.